Hi everyone, it's 2:49 p.m. I have these in my ears, but my ears can't breathe and they end up sweating and becoming more susceptible to having infection, ear infection when I keep these things in for so long. You remember I told y'all it's like the mask, wearing a mask, but instead it's for your ears because, when somebody's wearing a mask, y'all know what happens. So, but this is my mask for my ears to block out loud noise. Noise being the virus here. Well, I think I fell asleep at a little bit after 11 this morning and then woke up at 1 something. So that was like a nap. And, still feeling deprived, the sleep deprived feeling. And what's bothering me right now, I'm just, you know, trying to remain tight-lipped about it and trying to be quiet because, yeah, I run my mouth. I feel the need to, say everything that's bothering me and stuff like that. But, you know, I guess it can help me feel better sometimes, even if I just do it in a private video journal or written journal or just journal or prayer or something like that. And so I've been, it's like I'm feeling kind of scared to even go into detail and talk about, what's bothering me at the moment. Well, it's actually two situations that's bothering me, maybe more like three situations, but nah, two big situations that's bothering me and having me scared and worried about certain things. So, I'm disappointed and mad about my sleep deprivation because I can't move on with writing like I wanted to. And, I want to write some more things. And I know I'm still pretty new as an author and, just trying to get my experiences out there. And, I just want to be free to express whether it's nonfiction or fiction. I mean, I do both. But, many years I have been told, well, you have to stick to one genre. Or like, well, I heard some people say, well, you can do more than one genre, but you have to do it under a pseudonym. So I just didn't know. I'm just mad because I wish that I would have done this years ago. But then again, at the same time, this is the right time because I even look at certain internet posts that I did years ago and realized that I was brainwashed too and didn't know the truth. And then sometimes I mean, it's been a long time, but I've had moments where I've looked back at that and realized, well, wow, I was brainwashed like crazy with, not knowing the truth about many different things. But of course, we all had some bad times or wicked times or times when we made mistakes. But especially when you're younger and you're being blinded from the truth, and so you realize you were manipulated into doing certain things or thinking a certain way because a certain way you were taught things. So then I realized the truth, and of course tried whatever I can to make certain amends and try to make changes in my life, trying to better myself. But narcissistic abusers and gang stalking perps, they throw your old past against you. They tell you to let go of the past while they're still doing evil. But they tell you to let go of the past and stop being negative. But at the same time, when you're trying to better yourself and trying to change things around, it's like they want to dangle your past in your face and try to tempt you to give into that again. If you decided that you, just for example, if you decide that you no longer want to smoke cigarettes, and then they decide, act like they want to tempt you into going back into that when you're trying to better yourself and trying to change your life, especially as somebody who's, trying to better themselves as a Christian. And once they succeed at manipulating you into falling back into that trap, then they be like, aha, you're a hypocrite and stuff like that. But really, you're not fake or a hypocrite, but you're trying to do better. But then it's like they want to try to manipulate things, you know, the devil's agents want to try to manipulate things to make it appear that way. So I'm thinking about shucks, and even yesterday I was planning to do it, but I know a nice bit about PTSD and trauma and complex PTSD and trauma-based mind control, but I have to re-research it over again. Of course, it ties in with the gang stalking and narcissistic abuse, and so I wanted to write, maybe hopefully people can get a better or a different understanding, you know. And I don't, and this is another book that I don't want to rush out, because yeah, I admit, when I was a new author and all excited and everything, I mean, I was rushing things out and stuff like that. But now I have a few books established, or a few ebooks established, and I feel like, and then me rushing, hoping that I can, rush this book out for this month, so hopefully I can get, some income and try to make my own. I mean, this is the only thing I know I can do that can make my own living. So I wanted to. I mean, and I know I guess I'm swamping myself, me being sleep deprived, and then throwing these writing projects at myself. When I mean, I was all new and excited and everything like that, but a rookie, and then, so I mean, I only made, well, whatever, $21.77 plus 33. I mean, $3.37. That together, because the American sales was 21.77, and then the European sales was the American conversion of two people who bought my books, one from France and one from Germany. But I was shocked that even anyone from overseas would, support my books or buy my books or anything like that. So I really wanted to try to, I mean, and there's some embarrassing stuff, to talk about, I mean, I've talked about it, but it's like humiliating and embarrassing, talk about, certain things you've been through. And I'm just, trying what I can to heal and trying to make my own living. Trying to. Because, even the Social Security Ticket to Work program has, failed me and left me hanging and refused to help me try to get a job. And then when I do get a job, the workplace mobbing and bullying and stuff like that, I can't even do a damn temp service job. And so I've talked about certain experiences with that. So, but I love what I do, what I'm doing now, because it's like I can work at my own pace, be my own boss, be my own judge. And it's like people expect you to be an expert, at the beginning. And I might have to brush up on some English grammar, and even though I've been always good, that's been one of my strengths, English grammar, but English composition and essays I always failed at. And the same thing with Spanish. I don't even care to write in Spanish. So I don't even care about Spanish anymore. I do not care about Spanish anymore. But then I'm wondering, if I would have published something in Spanish, like with the Google Translate. I mean, Google Translate is not even all that accurate. But so then the Spanish speakers would be confusing. I don't even care to go about, translating and stuff. But I thought about for years, writing certain books and then translate them myself. I mean, because I thought I was going to be on the ball with being a writer and a translator, and write my own ebooks or books and then translate it into different languages, and I mean more like Spanish, and selling. I don't even care about Spanish no more. A lot of things, I don't even care about no more. Like, I don't care about Spanish no more. I don't care about you know like movies and most music. I still love my music now, but most music, secular music, I try to break away from it, and it's hard because that has such a strong I mean, I talked about how powerful music is. But I thought about doing another video one of these days, if I remember, to talk about Halloween and all other holidays and Christmas. Valentine's Day is coming up very soon. So, if you call things satanic, people would people think you're crazy, and they think you're a nutcase, conspiracy theorist or whatever. You know, just like people think you're strange if you call the mask and lockdown satanic and it's a freaking ritual. And so, the mask lockdowns, vaccines, and stuff like that is leading people towards the new world order. And y'all can mock and laugh all y'all want, but I promise y'all, if it ain't me, it'll be somebody who y'all gonna call and beg for their support. You might be the one, your rich people who laugh at the poor and the homeless who are woke to the truth. Shucks, y'all rich folks probably gonna be coming crying to us during the end times. You never know. Shucks. During a time of severe desperation. But me, I still feel panicky. And, how am I going to survive? How am I going to do this? And what am I going to do? If anything goes awry, and when I mean, not if, but when everything goes, awry. And I'm even scared about the end times and stuff like that. And most people don't want to hear about the end times, or if you talk about anything negative about the past or the future, they want to avoid you like you're a bad person or a criminal or whatever. But it takes the past and history in order to be able to understand the present and the future, because that was, you know 10 minutes from now will be, it's the future, but 10 minutes later, I can say, well, 10 minutes ago, it was the past, So just like 10 minutes ago from now is the past. So, but it's like, that's how people do. They dismiss you as crazy. And, they think everything that comes out of your mouth is nonsense. Nobody believes anything you say. And, it's not until after you're dead, and that's when all of a sudden all this fake mourning and hyperventilating all over your casket and everything, and that's when they're gonna have these whatever fake regrets or stuff. But it's like, it's all for image, and to try to look good, because you know that you couldn't, even if a so-called crazy person who you wanted to die so badly, it's like, even y'all don't even get away with, bad mouthing somebody who just recently passed away. It was a human, but you treat this person like they're not human, and even go as far as to tell them you're not human, to your face. So if you go as far as to do that, I mean, I've had people have told me that, so if you want to insinuate that I'm not human, but it's actually, you know, I mean, that's one thing to try to deprive you of your rights or take your rights away in a mental health thing that people want to so badly try to shove down your throat. But, they have some people, will give you encouragement, say, and they'll say, you are a survivor. I don't see how you endured all this. And people ask me, well, how was I able to handle living on the streets in the cold? I had to deal with, God must be protecting me this time, because in New Orleans in 2018/19 winter, and then in Pensacola in 2019/20 winter, I had to deal with being out in the cold. And it was trauma. It was traumatizing and scary, because I hear many stories about homeless people who die senselessly, or they'll say senselessly or needlessly. They say it in a way like as if it's our own fault that we died, or we're stupid, for sleeping out in the cold when we don't have anywhere else to go, or no choice or anything like that. But the perps like to make smear campaigns and narratives and falsely accuse me of scamming people and playing a good game and getting over on people and trying to say, oh, you're not crazy. She just pretending like she's crazy in order to get over on people, and pretending like she. And the abusive fake foster mom used to tell me the same thing, falsely accuse me of pretending or playing to be crazy, when she used to be like, you ain't crazy, you ain't stupid, because you ain't crazy because you got plenty of sense. You just play crazy. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was only 15 years old. And she would tell me that, like, drilling into my head, like, you're not crazy, you just play crazy. And you're the one who did this to me. And I'm not your only victim. So why y'all trying to, falsely accuse me of trying? I'm like, damn, y'all are cold. And like, I'm being falsely accused of doing things that it wouldn't even cross my mind, that I wouldn't even imagine to do. And so, if I'm just tired of repeating myself in pretty much every video, So me being falsely accused of trying to get over on people or scam people and other targeted individuals who've been blocked from society and trying to legitimately trying to get on with their lives. It's like they're being blocked from doing that. And then when they try to seek help elsewhere, that's when they want to falsely accuse you of trying to be a scammer or a spammer, or try to get over on people, or try to play a certain script or a narrative. And it's actually with y'all projecting y'all dirty deeds onto us innocent people who are really just, God sees everything. I don't need to prove anything to y'all. So I just, trying to fight for justice and healing. And, when I'm going to bring it up again, Raz B from B2K, when he talked about Chris Stokes and all that, and when his eyes widened, he's like, free me, free me. I felt the exact same, like I could picture myself saying, free me. You knew he was serious. You knew he wasn't playing around. You knew he wasn't lying. And y'all know I'm not playing around or lying. They made a lot of smear dog, like, even the rapper Smooth, that's Chris Stokes' sister. Smooth, I think I heard that she was, abusive too, but she was abused too. And then Smooth's daughter, Araniqua, I heard that she was perping Raz, more like perping or, gang stalking Raz B. And also Jaguar Wright, I did a post. I posted a comment in support of her, and people thought that I'm Jaguar, right? Trying to pretend to play a different character. I'm like, go look on my channel. You can see I'm a different person. But I'm saying, I'm support you. I'm here for you, and, I'm going through something similar. And they were, it was regular commenters on YouTube, they were perping the shit out of Jaguar, right? Like, just attacking and ganging up on her and everything. And, I can barely fight for myself, but it's like, I was, trying to let her. I mean, I don't know if she would have been able to see the comment, but I was trying to, tell her, I'm here, support you. I believe you, what you're going through. I know your struggles. I mean, and I got a lot of people attacking me, falsely accusing me of being Jaguar. And so, I mean, they call her crazy, they call me crazy, they've called Raz B crazy, and a lot of other victims, of abuse, they have called crazy and gaslit and try to shut down and. Like that. And I'm going through this, dilemma right now of the doggone massive smear campaign on purpose to block me from trying to get back to. I mean, the perps want me at the lowest. And it's like, you sitting here hating somebody based on lies. And you know it. And, I mean, y'all got some. I mean, you say I'm lazy and don't want to work. I try to write my books. You give bad reviews on purpose to deter people from, wanting to buy my books or even read the ones for free. You still. So it's like, I'm me trying to reach out and stuff like that. Y'all take that for a joke, and it's like y'all making like I should be just wiped out and like exterminated, like and like eliminated from off the face of this earth and everything. And none of us targeted individuals deserve this, you know. And it's like the TI community is just about quiet as a mouse right now, and I'm the only lone crazy fool who's keep on speaking out and keep on fighting and keep on talking, you know. And I admit, yeah, I'm scared to die, and I shouldn't be afraid to die, but I'm scared to die at this moment. Yeah, I'm scared to die. So, but I have been trying to climb back up the ladder spiritually. I shouldn't say it, more like figuratively. But me trying to get striving daily to try to get back in the mode of daily Bible reading and prayer, and trying to heal. And that's all we're trying to do, because that's what I saw, this Bellevue documentary, and it had this white female, I'm just saying for description, and I felt for her when she said that we are not crazy, we're just hurting. And all the people who y'all call, mental patients, or somebody that's on the streets and they're a homeless druggie. And I even said almost 5 years ago, I said, you don't know what that person went through. The fact that they're on drugs and stuff, right now. And they might be freaking targeting individuals who might have been freaking forced to, if they feel like, if they don't have God in their life and they feel like prostitution might be the only thing that that they can turn to just to stay out the cold, and it's just horrible. If they're on the streets and stuff like that, and have to stay, you know if they're forced against their will, if they forced to have to sleep with a man in order to survive, and stay safe and warm. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm scared of the idea of myself doing something like that. So it's like I had no choice but to try to trust in the Lord. And I don't care. Go ahead and give me thumbs down all you want, because I know y'all a whole bunch of Satanists anyway. You prove it by your hand signs. Your hand signs show your allegiance. What false god you serve. Go ahead and exercise your right to serve them over there. But don't put your satanic worship into trying to destroy another human being. Forget myself. I'm talking about anybody. Don't try to go around destroying people, because you gang stalking perps, y'all go around hurting kids, and then that's y'all want to reverse it on us innocent targeted individuals and try to make it like we're the real life boogeyman, or something like that. But it's actually y'all the damn monsters.